Hi, I'm the ultimate skeptic. Now, I did a rather crappy introduction video yesterday, and I really wanted to redo that video because I didn't really like the way it came out. But then I ran across this story today from the Raw Story. Now, if you've ever heard of the Raw Story, it's a rather left-wing, leftist, heavy leftist news site. Now, Pat Robertson was in the news yesterday talking about scamsters in religious garb quoting the Bible. It's all based around a pyramid scheme up in Minnesota where people were encouraged to find other investors for this property. It's a rather long, drawn-out story. If you look this up with Pat Robertson on the Raw News, you'll see the whole story behind that. But I find his quote completely ironic. Beware of these scampers, especially scampers in religious garb quoting the Bible. I mean, run. Run from them. They're all over the place. Yes, Mr. Robinson, you are correct. Scammers in religion are all over the place. And you, sir, are one of them. What blows me away on all of this, which just totally makes me batshit crazy, is these people who are worth millions and millions upon millions of dollars are asking poor people, retirees, pensioners, people on Social Security, the gullible, are asking them for money so they can fund their rich lifestyles. Now, I'm not exaggerating in this. You've probably heard of Benny Hinn or Joyce Meyer, Kenneth Copeland. How about Randy and Paula White? You know, they took over when Tammy Faye Baker and old Jimmy Baker got in all that trouble. Well, since 1999, Joyce Meyer's ministry has spent at least $4 million in 5 homes for Meyer and her children. Meyer's house, or home, is a 10,000 square foot home with an 8-car garage, a large fountain, a gazebo, private putting green, a pool house, and a $10,000 ballroom. Her salary reported back in 2003 was $900,000. She also enjoys the use of a private jet and several luxury cars. Now, I can go on about Kenneth Copeland and his $20 million private jet and the mansion that he owns that is quoted the size of a hotel. How do they own $10 million worth of property? Well, here's how they do it. Someone sets up a ministry or a non-profit organization under the guise of religion. And they take this corporation that's a religious corporation and they buy property with this religious non-profit corporation. Well, they don't have to pay taxes on that property because it's a religious non-profit corporation. And so they can own millions and millions and millions upon millions of dollars worth of property and jets and cars and Rolls Royces and Bentleys or whatever the hell else they want to own and not have to pay a damn dollar of taxes on it. Okay, so they do this stuff and they take a salary for themselves, a rather meager salary. Now, when I say meager salaries, I'm talking about the $900 million that Joyce Meyer got 10 years ago. Could be up to 1.2, 1.5, who knows? I don't have any problem with a church having a parsonage. They served a purpose back in the day before Benny Hinn and Ken Copeland and some of these other assholes that own 51% of the shares in their corporation so they can do whatever they want. There was a time when a church was a church. That wasn't a mega million-dollar corporation. Churches that owned property, such as a parsonage. So when pastors came and left, or they died, or were transferred, or just moved on, the church still had a place for the incoming pastor to come in and to live in. Parsonage. I don't have a problem with that. I understand that. The problem that I have are these multi-million-dollar assholes, these stupid motherfuckers who steal money from the poor and live in houses that are as big as hotels. That's utter bullshit. I want to say that how the hell do they get away with this? Well, I know how they get away with this. They get away with this through loopholes in our law, and this, you know, and the way that churches are not allowed to be taxed. Well, the fucking churches should be taxed. I have another problem with this, with the way they're doing this, with owning, you know, billions or millions and millions of dollars worth of property and hiding it under the tax loopholes that churches have. These individuals who incorporate themselves, call themselves a church, and they can own all this property. They take, you know, a salary, but they don't have any bills because the church is covering everything. Got a real problem with that. From a moral, religious standpoint, those people are not Christians. They can't be. That is not what Jesus taught. I don't even believe in your Jesus. But that's not what he taught. Matter of fact, he taught just the opposite. He taught a life of poverty and living for spreading the word, not for living in multi-million-dollar homes and driving Bentleys and wearing Rolexes and wearing pinky rings and all of this fucking other horse shit that these assholes do. And a lot of them are far less educated than I am, and it just blows me away. If you've ever watched the Kenneth Copeland show, oh my God, the guy's a fucking idiot. And the people he has on there, they're fucking idiots. But I could rant about that another time. My question I lay again is, show me where Jesus taught this in the New Testament. Show me where this is taught. My question. Anyone got an answer? That's it for now. I'm the ultimate skeptic. Thanks for watching. More pepperoni?